Switching gears a bit, some Bitcoin news. Bitcoin. Bloomberg came out with a price prediction for Bitcoin in Q2 of this year, within the next couple of months before June 31st. They're thinking that Bitcoin could reach $80,000 per coin. And they give some pretty good reasons, some pretty interesting reasons for this. They said, so from Bloomberg Intelligence, it predicted that this quarter, they predict Bitcoin's going to be going closer to $80,000 per coin than to $40,000. They don't see the chances of it going back to $40,000 per coin being high, but they see it going to $80,000 being very high. So according to the report, it says the adoption of the benchmark crypto as the global reserve asset has crossed the mainstream threshold as we see it, and the market tide is rising. This scenario has switched the focal point of our 2021 analysis toward more technical indicators from a wider range of fundamental and on-chain metrics in the past few years. They say a more likely scenario is to breach $60,000 resistance, head towards $80,000, and a backup toward $40,000 support is less likely in their view. So this came from one of Bloomberg's analysts who is a Bitcoin bull, and obviously, it makes sense, but right now, what a lot of people are seeing, what Bloomberg is seeing, what analysts are seeing at JP Morgan, I spoke about a price prediction from them the other day, they're seeing now that a lot of institutions are starting to put their money in Bitcoin. And on top of this, PayPal has rolled out their new Bitcoin feature where they allow people to pay with Bitcoin at over 25 million merchants online. And because all of this, now really Bitcoin has been solidified as its place. Whether that's going to be a currency, most people don't think so. Most people think it's going to be treated as an asset. But we're already starting to see that. Large institutions are allocating portions of their balance sheet into Bitcoin. And as they continue to do this, and more companies continue to do this, there's going to drive the price of Bitcoin up. There's only a limited supply of Bitcoin. There's only ever going to be 22 million Bitcoin ever mined. A lot of these, have been lost. People have lost their passwords, things like that. So as more and more institutions pour billions of dollars into Bitcoin, it's going to continue to drive the price up. And people are seeing that, analysts are saying that there's always going to be a place for jewelry and coin collections, but they're arguing that a lot of indicators are pointing to Bitcoin replacing gold as a store of value in investors' portfolio. They're saying there's always going to be a place for gold, but they're seeing that Bitcoin is becoming a store of value and something that is uncorrelated to the stock market, to what is going on in economies across the world. They're saying it's really uncorrelated asset that hedges against, different sort of assets out there. So right now they're predicting it could go to $80,000. Much more likely it'll hit $80,000 within the next 2-3 months rather than hitting $40,000. They don't see it retracing. They see it doing very well within the next couple of months, which is a great sign. And I agree with them. I think Bitcoin is replacing gold, and I think Bitcoin as like a store of value, I think we're going to see Bitcoin continue to go, and I think it's very possible for us to see it even hit $100,000 very, very soon.